get your mind right and make this work. Let's go to work. Come on. Everything you got, last down. Everything you got. Go get it.
Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome into GCU Softball Stadium for Day 2 of the GCU Purple Classic. Alongside Philip Catafimo, I'm Alex Larson. Today, the Lopes will start first at this noon game as they will play visiting Niagara. However, the Purple Eagles are going to be the designated home team. And Philip, this GCU team coming off 2 10-run games, 10-2 and 10-3 win. So they're riding a lot of momentum, not just on the mound, but for the bats too. Yeah,
GCU's getting a lot of great production from everybody up and down the lineup, from Shea Smith all the way down to Maddie Dowdle, who hit a home run last night. Part of 3 of them with Lainey Gomez and Bianca Bowling. And GCU just started an absolute a run barrage. Like you said, 20 runs. It's nice for them to come back home from that little road trip to California, come back, play strong, and get a lot of great production from the middle to bottom half of their order. And also from Bobo last night, coming to pitch Game 1 against Niagara, pitched incredibly well. And then, of course, Alexa Coons is pitching today against Niagara this time. She pitched great last night against Houston Baptist, 3 strikeouts, no runs given up. And I'm expecting relatively the same thing. GCU's riding momentum high, and they should be able to have no issue beating Niagara today.
Well, it's the same team, of course. That's the thing with this tournament. Each team playing each other 3 times, so as you get to play each other more, you start to realize the tendencies. But on the mound for the Purple Eagles today, it'll be the left-hander Sierra Bertrand. Comes in 2 wins, no losses with a 1.87 ERA, 15 innings pitched. So she will look to slow down this offense. And one thing before we get started, Phil, what's your key for this GCU win?
My key is to start often and get on runs early, get on the board as quickly as possible. I think in each game, GCU has led, and they never stop leading. So if they can score runs early and take advantage, it'll relieve a lot of pressure off of the young freshman in Alexa Coons.
Well, underway as Shea Smith steps in. 16 of 40 thus far in the season. 400 batting average. This is exactly who you want leading off. She can get on base by the bunt and a gapper. First pitch swinging as it's fouled back, and I like to see her starting off aggressive.
Yeah, Shea Smith is almost your perfection leadoff hitter. She's got some great speed. She's an incredible at-bat. She's great on the field, and she is the perfect leadoff, and she'll continue to be the perfect leadoff for Coach Pearson.
2 triples last night for her. She just lit it up. This one blooped into right center. Coming on is a center fielder, and it's dropped. She will take 2 and get there. She's in there with a double. Can't expect her to make that play, but good job being aware after she realized the ball was dropped.
Yeah, it was a great play by Sarah Trifoso out in center field, but Shea Smith has got such great speed. She's able to take the extra base even off the air. I think she was thinking 2 regardless once that ball was popped in the air.
Well, how about this? Just what you had wanted to see from GCU. It's exactly what they have as a runner on second with no outs. The leadoff runner on second. And now Lorianne Olson, she can drive him home. 7 RBIs. On the way outside. Last night, we weren't really seeing much called on the outer part of the plate. This one might not be too different.
Well, you never know whoever's behind the plate. They have their different play style. They have their different way of how they call pitches, so we'll just have to see.
1-0. That one's in the dirt. Good eye by Olsen. A good jump out there by Smith. That ball gets away. You can believe she's running to third.
Oh, yeah, if that ball's behind home plate, definitely Shea Smith's taken off.
Did not see a whole lot of pass balls to the backstop by the opposition for GCU yesterday. That pitch inside, but you saw a lot of aggression on the base pass when that ball even got away just a little bit.
Yeah, I like to see the aggression from Coach Pearson. She knows that she's got a fast team, and she's not afraid to take bases when she needs to.
2-1 to Olsen. That's an off-speed pitch, high in the zone, and a good eye, but 3-1 now. Third baseman up. Jennifer Tim maybe expecting a bunt with 1 strike. Swinging and fouled back. It'll be a full count now. Lopes back at it as the home team after this at 2:30 against Houston Baptist. Team they won 10-3 against last night. Like we said, the late inning explosions. And now the full count. That one fouled back again.
Yeah, Lorianne Olson doing a great job of battling up at the plate. She knows when to take pitches. She knows when to swing at the good ones. And when she does, just like Shea Smith, she's another one you can switch those two at 1 and 2.
Fouled off again, staying alive, and a good job by Olson to see a lot of pitches from Bertrand here early. Put some pressure on her as well as just getting the rest of the lineup some opportunity to see some pitches and expect what's coming. On the way, fouled back again. I believe that's the 8th pitch of the at-bat. A lot of fastballs early from Bertrand. Only one off-speed pitch in the at-bat. This one is gonna miss, and Olson is on. First and second now for Nikki Gonzalez.
Not bad placement by Bertrand there on that fastball inside. Just ran in a little bit too inside. You know, Lorianne Olson likes to lean over the plate just a little bit, take away that inside pitch, and you know that's why she drew the walk.
It was a great at-bat by Olson. She earned the walk, if ever. And now Gonzalez steps in for a favorable matchup with the lefty. Squares to bunt. That one high and out of the zone. Good for ball 1.
Nikki Gonzalez always a threat to take one over the center field wall. Got some great power at the 3-hole.
She's one they switch back and forth between 3 and 4, and really you can see why they like her in the cleanup spot. Squares to bunt again. Gonna get that one down right to the pitcher. Spins and gets it over to first, but the job is done as Smith and Olson move to second and third with 1 out.
Yeah, I like that Coach Pearson isn't afraid to bunt with anybody. You know, Nikki Gonzalez is usually someone you want swinging away the entire time. Doesn't necessarily have the speed, but she is definitely a threat with the bat. And she does her job, just like you said, Alex, moving the runners over and gives Sierra Smith an opportunity to put GCU up early.
It's a great point. You wouldn't really expect to see Gonzalez or, you know, the power hitters like Mike Trout lay it down, but that's exactly what she did, and it's just for the betterment of the team, really. On the way, that pitch right down the middle.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that one looked good. I would have liked to see Smith swing, but I guess, you know, she's waiting in there, but that was a good pitch. The 0-1, and there's another one right down the plate, but she'll foul that one back. Man, these pitches look good right now to Smith.
Yeah, Sierra Smith, just like her sister Shea, great at the bat. You know, just all around fantastic players out on the field, up to the plate. She hit a grand slam on the game 2 of opening night. Another big threat.
That one laced into left center. That's going to get to the wall. 2 runs will score, and Sierra Smith has a 1-out, 2 RBI double.
Well, this is exactly why Coach Pearson can allow Nikki Gonzalez to bunt, because right after her, she's got Sierra Smith. And Sierra Smith, if Nikki can't draw him in, Sierra definitely can.
Well, it's like they heard you, as they have started with a 2-run first inning, and they're not close to being done. Gomez steps in now. 3-10, 6 RBIs. Sorry, 7 RBIs on the season. Hoping for another one here, maybe. Infield, or the corners, I should say, in.
She was another one of those Lopes who joined the little home run derby they had against Houston Baptist in the second game yesterday.
Yeah, they really got a hold of the relief pitcher when she came on last night for the Huskies, as this one fouled back. Gomez just missed that one.
You know, you wouldn't be able to tell from Laney's size, but she's got some power.
That was a good job of turning the hips and really getting the hands through the zone. Wasn't even too hard of a swing. And she can, yeah, like you said, really produce. 1-1. bunt attempt, or I should say square, but it was high and a good eye to pull back. I'd like to see her swinging away here.
I like the aggression from Coach Pearson. She knows that Laney's got some speed, and Sierra has definitely got some speed over at second base. Drop down the bunt, play a little small ball.
And this one outside in the dirt, 3-1. Expecting a good pitch here is Gomez.
Not a bad off-speed pitch by Bertrand. Just didn't, maybe she didn't throw it enough.
On the way, that pitch right down the middle, and it'll bring it back to a full count.
Bertrand.
That's the pitch you got to expect 3-1,
Oh, yeah.
though.
Oh, definitely. Go right back with that fastball.
Three and two in the dirt, and Gomez down to first with a walk. Bowling comes in now, and she was one of the ones that homered and has a lot of power as well.
Yeah, Bianca took an absolute shot into right field. I would love to see her do it again tonight or today, but you know, there's only one way we can figure that out. But like I was saying, Coach Pearson getting a lot of production from the bottom half of order. We know that the first three, or I'm sorry, even the first four with Shea Smith, Lorianne Olson, Nikki Gonzalez, and Sierra Smith, they get on the base a lot, and we know that first chunk of that order is really good, but after that it just kind of evens out a little bit. You know, Bianca had been struggling a little bit, Kenzie Hill had been struggling, Maddie Dowdle had been struggling a little bit, and even when they switch out Taylor Kay and Taylor T-Tone, also the bottom half of the order is just kind of, you know, they get on base when they can, but just a little bit of struggling. But to see what we saw last night was, I mean, this should light a spark through the entire lineup.
Absolutely. It was confidence throughout the whole lineup, and that's exactly what you want to see, to be consistent and keep scoring runs. I mean, that's going to separate the good teams from the bad teams. You saw Oklahoma come in and their whole lineup consistent. GCU did that last night, and two games, 10 runs each.
Yeah, and if they get that kind of production from the entire lineup, it's going to make GCU even more dangerous. And you've already got Bobo, and you've got Yesenia Morrison, who pitched yesterday. She's been pitching well. Mariah Valencia, the senior, and Alexa Coons coming around. If they can get their pitching staff structured too, where they have more than two people to go to, and you got a great lineup. This is a, not only are they going to be putting up another WAC championship banner, but they could potentially make a good run at the College World Series.
Yeah, well, eligible here. Of course, they won the division last year, but unable to compete postseason. Squares to bunt, 2-2, swings away, fouled back. And we have a break in play. Bertrand's going to head towards her dugout. Took off something, maybe a piece of jewelry or tape.
Maybe one of those two. I honestly could not see.
Yeah, we don't have binoculars up here. That's what we would needed. Can't see it from the bare eye from all the way up here. Bowling squares to bunt again. First and second, 2-2 the count. On the way, that one popped up in playable distance, but dropped by the catcher, foul behind the plate. A lucky break for Bowling.
Yeah, it just bounced right out of the glove of Rachel Funk, a catcher for Niagara, and she's going to want that one back for sure.
Well, at this level, those are the plays you have to make. That's why you're recruited to play at these Division I schools. And, yeah, like you said, going to want that one back, but also just giving another free at-bat to the Lopes. On the way, in the dirt and outside, 3-2, and the Lopes have done a good job of working the count early here against Bertrand.
Yeah, they're going to keep working her. They're going to make her throw to them. Bertrand coming into this game had a 1.87 ERA, 19 strikeouts, and GCU is going to make her work as much as possible.
Bowling fouled that one back again. Another long at-bat.
I like the aggressiveness of Bianca Bowling, not being afraid to swing the bat up there.
She can expect a decent pitch, 3-2. Nowhere really to put her, and she will go to first now for the bases loaded. And Kenzie Hill.
That's what we're talking about plays that make a difference. Rachel Funk makes that catch. There's 2 outs. Bases are still 2 and runners on second and first, as opposed to now we've got bases loaded with only 1 out. And Kenzie Hill's up.
Yeah, and already the 3rd base on balls so far for Bertrand. Not the start she wanted, and really starting to labor out there with the bases loaded. That pitch looks like it might have been on the outer part of the plate, but it was called for a ball. A good eye by Hill. One to 0. I can't imagine you're gonna expect an off-speed pitch and risk it getting past that one on the ground. Error made at third and then to short, and so a run will score. Hill will be safe, and the bases are still loaded.
Yeah, it looks like Jennifer Tim at third base was thinking tag the bag before she had the ball in her glove, so another costly error for Niagara, and GCU extends their lead 3-0. This is what we're talking about, plays that make a difference. If Rachel Funk makes that catch at second and Jennifer Tim comes up with that play, we're out of this inning.
Well, yeah, exactly. We saw it last night from Niagara, not necessarily by the book errors, but plays that you have to make as a Division I athlete, and there again just giving it to GCU, but the Lopes will take it as Maddie Dowdle steps in, and a little bit more chance for RBIs with only 1 out.
Maddie Dowdle, another one with kind of this, I don't want to say unsuspected, but unknowing power. Maddie Dowdle ripped one into left field last night. She absolutely crushed one. You know, sometimes it doesn't matter. You know, you get a good pitch and you get enough contact on it, you can drive it anywhere.
On the way, fouled back, and it seems like these Lopes just missing it right now. A lot of fouls, but a good job of once they get down in the count to be patient and wait for their pitch.
Yeah, just be patient. I like that they're taking away the inside pitch against Sierra Bertrand, standing closer to the box, forcing her to throw outside where she's been struggling.
One and two pitch, fouled back again. T-Tone waits on deck. See what Dowdle can do. Bases loaded, 1-2 pitch. On the ground to second. They're coming home. Didn't need to. And she was off the base, safe at home. It was a force out and another mental mistake for Niagara, and that is just unacceptable.
Yeah, Rachel Funk's back foot was right in front of the plate, not on it like she had thought. And an easy run for GCU. But again, we talk about these mistakes. That's 2 for Rachel Funk right now, 1 for Jennifer Tim. And Niagara's got to settle down here. They've only got 1 out, and you know that's 2 easy outs, and possibly even a third one that they've just missed.
Well, Niagara really making mistakes yesterday too in that first game against Grand Canyon, even though technically only 3 errors, but should have been 6 or 7 by the book, and I'm not sure if this one's necessarily a throwing error, but either way, it's an error in
quotation mental
marks.
Mistake for sure.
Now T-Tone looks to round out the order, and they look to bat around here in the first inning. Already a 4-spot up there. Niagara, the home team. T-Tone takes that ball high, and that's a good eye. She almost went around.
Yeah, great job to hold up on that one. You know, T-Tone probably wants to take that pitch as high as possible, but thankfully she doesn't swing.
1-0, just trying to get an out here is Bertrand as she finds the zone for strike 1. Action in the pen. Of course, it's a righty. On the way, that one high again, misses. 2-1.
I talked about giving Alexa Coons a lot of confidence in starting out and scoring early, and this is exactly what they needed to do. Now Alexa can come in with possibly, for now, at least a 4-run lead, but maybe even more, and just kind of take the pressure off her and let her just throw and really just kind of have an easy day.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, it's a play in foul territory not going to be made towards the wall. Catcher runs into the wall. Didn't really have a chance to make that play, but a good effort. But like I was saying, if T-Tone can find a way to get on base and get 1 or 2 in, you have the top of the order.
Exactly.
Smith, Olsen, Gonzalez, Smith. That could lead to an 8, some crooked numbers here in this first inning.
Definitely see a lot more crooked numbers, and I wouldn't doubt if T-Tone gets on that we're going to see a pitching change right away.
Absolutely. And, the longer this at bat, the better it bodes for the Niagara pitching staff as they can further warm up. But she just continues to make Bertrand throw pitches, fouling him back. This whole lineup, really. On the way, off speed, driven into right field. That one will at least score 1, going for 2. Gone at the plate. I don't know why you send Kenzie Hill from second. That was a routine liner into right. You hold him up, but now it's 2-0. Or I'm saying 2 outs. 5-0.
Well, with a 4-run lead, you can kind of take a little bit of a risk. I know sending Kenzie Hill on that throw was a little delayed, but I honestly thought Kenzie got under the tag. Her right hand had slid in before she was tagged, but a great block at the plate by Rachel Funk. And, you just take the opportunities when they come.
But with the heart of the order coming up,
with the way I would say with the way that they've been hitting, it's you can take these kind of risks.
Absolutely, yeah, that's true.
This isn't a 4-5 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. This is a 5-0 ball game at the top of the
first.
And
it's shaping up to be much worse than that. You're right. 5-0 already, and the Lopes are back to the top of the order with runners on the corners. This one sky to center field, still tracking back, not a good line. It's dropped out there, and Smith is going to get an inside the park home run. She's coming home, and she got it. Unbelievable, an inside the park home run for Shea Smith on a routine fly ball to center field that was dropped, and it's already 8-0 GCU.
Well, the mental areas continue for Niagara. That's again Sarah Trifoso, just tips right off of her glove. She played it so awkwardly. She went 2 steps in and then started going back on it. Just played it so awkwardly out in center field, and yeah, Alex, this game's shaping up to be a
run rule.
I would say so,
4.
yeah.
Well, hopefully the Lopes can keep it up. Certainly a treat for us, for the Lopes fans right now, but Niagara just looking to get out of the inning, and that one lined but foul down the right field.
Good contact by Lorianne Olsen, and yeah, you're exactly right, Alex. This is maybe not necessarily the game that really anyone wanted, but it's a good confidence builder for GCU. Let them try some things, maybe get some of the freshmen in, give some of their regular starters some rest, and like I said, it gives Alexa Coons a lot of relief in terms of stress.
Well, it's amazing we're talking about it because we are in the top of the first inning, already 8-0. We're talking about getting the subs in as that one grounded onto first, ending the inning, but 8 runs in the first, and Alexa Coons has that cushion as we'll head to the Niagara half of the first.
Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV20 to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple. Lopes up.
Speaking of sharp uniforms and apparel, how about the Lopes all white? They were all purple yesterday, now all white. That's a good look.
Yeah, I'm liking the all white uniforms. The black stripes on the shoulders, call that. Looks real good. Purple socks. It's all coming together.
Sure enough, Niagara.
You gotta break up Niagara's purple. You can't have both teams wearing purple.
They were in the digital camo, purple and gray yesterday.
I was a fan of the digital camo.
I like that too.
It's nice. It's different. I'd like to see us have a.
Yeah, you couldn't see the numbers. That's true. You couldn't see who was who. Getting word from that up here, but.
Either way, though, it's nice. It's different. That's where I'm at. It's just different.
Yeah, you can read the numbers on the Lopes right now, and really pretty easy to read it for Niagara today too. So no complaints here, but we are starting the bottom of the first. Designated home team Niagara, and Kelsey Harrigan will start it off. 286 home run and RBI on the season.
This is a team that relies also, just like us, on the heart of their order. Top half of their order does struggle a little bit, but once you get to that 4, 5, and 6, and you can even throw the 7 in there with Rachel Funk, the catcher, that's where Niagara really likes to build their confidence in terms of hitting.
Well, it'll be up to Coons to stop that. You got to imagine she's feeling good on the mound, but if she can get into a rhythm here in the first, second, third inning, she can really power through this Niagara roster and maybe, keep this thing ended early.
Well, now Alexa can just throw. She doesn't have to worry about anything. She can just throw and get out of this very quickly and just hit her spots.
Well, confidence early for Coons. She's got velocity and she's getting her spots. That one gets the outside part of the plate. 1-2 early on Harrigan. The right fielder outside, 2-2.
Yeah, these are the kind of games that GCU wants. Just nice confidence builder. Let everyone get some ABs, give some people some rest, and get ready for the rest of the season.
2-2, line down the right field line, fair, and that's going to be extra bases for Harrigan. She'll be on to second, in for a stand-up double, and that's how you want to respond if you're the Purple Eagles.
You got to respond some way when you're down 8-0, but just tipped right off the top of the glove of Bianca Bowling at first base, and just barely danced on the line. But a great leadoff double for Niagara.
Well, early indications would show that we're going to have an offensive matchup, but Coons will have something to say about that on the mound as first pitch into Wisniewski outside.
Well, what Alexa Coons can be happy about is the fact that she's got one of the best defenses in the entire WAC, in my opinion, with the Smith sisters on the left side, Olsen and Bowling in the infield, and then, of course, Maddie Dowdle isn't afraid to dive and make a couple grabs. You've got Lainey Gomez out in center field, and now you add Taylor T-Tone. You can switch her out with Taylor Kay. I mean, a stout defense for GCU, and, of course, the veteran Kenzie Hill behind the plate.
Yeah, and Kenzie Hill's also got an arm to keep the runners in check. But 3-0 early to Wisniewski, then this is not what you wanted if you're GCU. You want to come out after a long inning at the plate and really dominate pitching-wise, but not so, as she will walk, and it'll be first and second, no outs.
I think even if Alexa has, gives up a few walks or even just a few hits, it's really no big deal. And she's a freshman. She's got so much time here at GCU to build up her repertoire and get more experience under her belt. I know that there is currently a Mount Visit going on, but just telling her to settle down, throw the ball. She's got a good defense behind her, and give her some confidence. I know Coach Pearson. I hope Coach Pearson gives Alexa all of the opportunities the entire day to just go out there and pitch when there's no outs and bases loaded, or pitch when there's 2 men on and 1 out. Just give her the experience in these situations.
And show her that you trust her. That's
exactly.
A big thing. That's a big thing, too. I guess so used to coming back from a long at-bat and having Taylor Nolan.
Well, she is wearing number 2, so.
Yeah, and she's got plenty of time to, mature like Nolan did. Kendall Watkins steps in now, the 3-hitter.
Yeah. Even, we talk about Alexa being a freshman, but, Brianna Aguilar-Bocage, Bobo, is just a sophomore. We've still got 2 more years of Bobo and the development of Coons and even Yesenia Morrison. I mean, this pitching staff is very interesting and very young.
Yeah, a lot of promise for the Lopes in the circle as Coons finds the second strike. 1-2 ahead in the count. That's what you want, especially if she can get a ground ball here, get the force out, or maybe even a double play. 1-2 on the way outside.
Yeah, Alexa's going to have time to settle down, and she'll probably settle down through this game, just get through this first inning and just go from there. Let the offense get some runs on the board and give Alexa as much of a cushion as you can.
2-2. That one inside. Ball 3. Full count. Jerry Ann Orfano waiting to on deck. And she is the 4 spot, and she hit a monster home run the first game against, swung on and missed. That's a huge strikeout. It says that you don't want to load the base for Orfano. Well, no problem.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Alexa Coons going out there and just throwing. She gets behind in the count, and it goes to even, and she's able to get a big strikeout. And now this will be her big test against Jerry Ann Orfano.
Yeah, that long shot against Houston Baptist yesterday in the first game. First and second now needing a ground ball. Gets the ground ball. Force out to third across the diamond. They got Orfano for the double play. And GCU out of the inning just like that. We go to the top of the second. Lopes still lead 8-0.
Earning your RN to BSN degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. Finding your purpose takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience delivering our accredited RN to BSN program 100% online. Graduate in as few as 16 months, learning from full-time practicing nurse faculty in small classes. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview.
Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
GCU softball stadium, Nikki Gonzalez leading us off in the top of the second, and we're licking our chops up here, Philip, about watching this GCU team hit. Imagine how they feel down there.
Oh, yeah, they got to be definitely confidence is sky high right now. With an 8-run lead in the top of the second, they get another opportunity with Nikki Gonzalez in that big heart of the order to put up some more runs and possibly end this one early.
And you can't really pull Bertrand this fast. Still 2 left to be played today, or one, I should say, really the rest of today's game, and then the next one, and then tomorrow too as well.
You know, it's the same thing like I discussed with Alexa Coons, giving, Sierra Bertrand the opportunity to pitch when she's down by a lot, when there's runners on, when there's no outs. Give her these opportunities early on in the season so that when they come up later on when it matters, she can come up and have the experience and be very, very confident in what she throws.
1-1, topped and weakly rolled down the third baseline now in the hole 1 and 2. She's on it, but just rolling over the first 2 pitches.
Yeah, Nikki's just getting contact on the ball, being aggressive, swinging at anything close.
1 and 2 pitch. That one high. It's a waste pitch. A good job not chasing there.
Getting back to your point, Alex, you don't want to pull Sierra Bertrand early because you get that feeling of failure when you get pulled out early like this. Let her go out there, get a quick inning, get a solid defensive inning, and hopefully the bats can come behind her.
On to short, over to first, and the out is completed. So Gonzalez is gone.
Yeah, great play at shortstop by Vesneski over there. A routine ground ball. And now Bertrand's got 1 out.
Sierra Smith now steps in an RBI double to left center, her last at-bat. Pitching into this 8 runs. Ooh, that one dropping towards the end. They say no, she did not go. And ahead 1-0.
Yeah, great job by Sierra Smith to hold up on that one. Like I said, it just dropped right as she was trying to swing around.
Good action. 1-0, swings and fouls that one off. 1-1 into left center. That's going to drop for a base hit, and Smith is on for the second hit of her game.
Yeah, great slap right over the top of the shortstop. That's just exactly what you want to do as a slap hitter. Just get it right over the opposite field. And Sierra Smith finding herself with another easy base hit.
She likes that spot out there in left center today. Only the other one was to the wall. And now Gomez, who walked, is going to get another chance at it. Smith could go. Chopped up the middle. That play is going to be made, but Gomez safe. So a fielder's choice, and there's 2 outs.
Yeah, Watkins with a smart play over at second base. Ball was taking her to the base. Might as well just step on it. She looked over to first. And of course, Lainey Gomez has got such great speed. Making that play over there was just not going to happen.
Now Bowling walked as well, so she'll get another chance to get some hacks with 2 outs. Much faster inning thus far for Bertrand. That pitch away and out of the zone, 1-0.
That's what I was talking about, Alex. Just let Bertrand go out there, get a quick inning, let her get some confidence back. Of course, us being, necessarily, I don't want to say biased, but we are GCU TV. We do want to see GCU get this one out early, but regardless, you have some confidence in the pitching.
Well, it's proven to work thus far. It's been really quick. Only the 1 hit. Quick 2 outs. Certainly a turnaround from last inning. This pitch on the way, and it's foul to first base.
Not a bad play by Arfano out there. Just didn't necessarily fall her way.
Two and one. Swung on and missed. Down goes Gomez. She's safe with a stolen base.
Great steal by Lainey Gomez. Possible hit and run put on for Bianca Bowling, as she just had to swing at that one in the dirt, but got the job done. Got Lainey over to second base.
Now Bowling's at 2. 2 and 2, 2 outs. Up high, sun maybe in the eyes to short, and caught by the shortstop for the last out. Will go to the bottom of the second. Lopes still lead 8-0.
The annual run to fight children's cancer is less than a month away. Register for the 5K or 10K online at runtofightcancer.com. All proceeds are donated directly to the Phoenix Children's Hospital and Children's Cancer Network. You a big runner, Alex?
No.
Well, I know you played lacrosse.
Yes, well, I was a goalie, so I didn't have to run.
Oh, okay.
I was fortunate there. But I'll actually be able to.
You can definitely walk it, though.
Yes, I can. That's good because my knees are equivalent to a 80 or 90-year-old man who's been catching for 60 years. Don't know why, but
It's a good walk for a good cause. Great cause.
the Purple Eagles will start it off with Heather Haberman as Jerry Ann Orfano hit into the double play last inning to get Coons out of the first. Now the Lopes can see if they can keep up the consistency in the field. Haberman, Tim, and Funk.
If this game goes the way that it's looking, Alex, I'd like to see the next game Coach Pearson go with Yesenia Morrison. Go back-to-back freshmen.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, that would build some confidence, too, for the whole squad. 4 wins in a row. Assuming this one plays
Right.
out and the next one does. Can't look too far into the future. The 0-1 pitch looked good.
You want these kind of games, though. GCU goes out to Cathedral City, California, and they do lose every single game, but it's against tough competition. And they took number 5 UCLA. They only lost 7-6, and you want these kind of games to. You take those games as learning experiences, and you take a lot from this one too. But at sometimes, Alex, it just feels good to just put it on somebody.
Yeah, especially after the middle of their games.
Yeah.
They had 2 hits, 3 hits, and 2 hits. 7 hits in 3 games. That can't feel too good.
No, you get like I said, you just get a big confidence booster playing against these two teams in Houston Baptist and Niagara. And I can't really speak too much for Houston Baptist yet. We did beat them last night, but this is a completely different day. But at least for right now against Niagara, this is just a huge confidence booster for everyone up and down the lineup.
Swung on and missed. She's worked back to a full count, and you got to figure, yeah, if the Lopes can keep the bats going in this one, it's just going to transfer right over to the Houston Baptist game at 2:30. Haberman in there with a full count, trying to stay alive. Coons on the way. That one chopped up the middle. Tracking back is Coons. Over to first goes Smith for the out. And a nice play to get the transfer and over to first.
Well, like I talked about it, Shea Smith, absolute brick wall over at shortstop, comes over, makes that play over to first, easy out. And you know, like I said, let Alexa pitch. The defense is there. She doesn't have to worry about too much today.
Looking good so far, protecting that lead. And now Jennifer Tim comes up to be right on right again. This one misses inside. First at bat last night. She lined right back up the middle into center field for a single. Was hitless after. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Coons getting a lot of swinging action here early, but they can't seem to make contact.
Well, she's hitting that outside part of the plate perfectly, making Niagara swing. And, you know, like I said, Alexa's starting to build up her confidence and pitching very well in this second inning.
1-1. That one did not go. You and I both thought that he went.
Yeah, I didn't think that Tim did a good job of holding up the bat, but I guess there's a reason why we're up here, Alex, and not down there calling the game.
2-1 pitch, almost got her to swing again outside. Yeah, that one a little bit further out.
Not too much we can say about that one.
Three and one into right field. That one going back, but underneath it and squeezing it for the out is T-Tone, and now there's 2 outs, and Coons really looking good.
Yeah, Alexa Coons starting to get that confidence rolling in for her. She's got a big lead, a great defense behind her. Taylor T-Tone with an easy play out in right field, and GCU, if they can get a couple more, literally just 2 more runs on the board, this game will end early, and Alexa will come out of it probably with her head held as high as possible.
Two outs, and really they're moving fast in defense, really, so they can get back to hitting. A goose egg last inning, but also a quick inning for GCU as that second pitch misses inside. Thought maybe they were going to get the strike as Hill framed it for a while. Chopped onto second, charging. It's going to be a tough play. Got her at first for the third out. A nice job to transfer the weight, and it's still 8-0 as we'll go to the GCU top of the third.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally. They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really just grow my interest and passion for technology.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Jennifer Salagi, the new pitcher on for the Purple Eagles, only 2 innings of work got Bertrand, and Zalagi pitched against the Lopes yesterday, so they've seen her before too.
Yeah, it definitely. They, much like Sierra Bertrand, GCU was able to get to Zalagi very easily, and well, we'll see what she can do in her second outing against GCU. Of course, they'll get another opportunity tomorrow at 9 a.m., but we will just have to wait and see, Alex.
Well, sure the Lopes remember her and wanting to get back out. Now it'll be a advantage to the left-handed hitters going against the righty pitcher. Kenzie Hill will lead it off for the Lopes, but the infield looking.
Looks like there's just she's gonna get an opportunity to throw down here.
Not sure what the discrepancy was there. Maybe get another throw. That's a gun. Nice toss. I mean, that was right. I know it's not a huge deal, but it's just a throwdown. But I'll admire that. That was right where the tag would have been. Thing of beauty.
Yeah, good throw by Rachel Funk.
They do it every inning, but I never give them praise for it. There's on the way, and Hill will ground out to third. First pitch from Zalagi.
Yeah, right to Tim over at third base, and 1 pitch, 1 out.
I'll tell you what, we saw a 3-pitch inning for Houston Baptist last night. 1 swing, 1 out, 2 swing, 2 out, 3 swings, 3 outs for the Lopes, and there's one there. You love it as a pitcher. Doesn't get much easier than that. Lined into center field, base hit, and Dowdle is aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, great hit by Maddie Dowdle, and just like you said, Alex, those quick innings, they're real good when you come into relief, and especially when you're down 8-0, quick innings are huge. But Maddie Dowdle wants to extend this inning, and a beautiful hit right over shortstop into left center.
Yeah, that really was a textbook line drive, just right in center field, 1 hop to the center fielder. But yeah, 2 more runs would end it in 4 if they could keep it at 10, and a pitch out back to second. Dowdle's back.
GCU's been taking advantage of the stolen bases all day, and Rachel Funk keeping Maddie Dowdle honest over at first base.
On the way, off-speed pitch. He's going to make it to second, and no throw. It is a infield single for Taylor Tetone. She beats it out.
Yeah, it was a great job by Vesneski to just hold up on that throw and allow the base hit instead of trying to rush something over to first. Sometimes, Alex, you just got to eat it up and hope that you can pull a double play. Still double play territory here.
Well, how about a triple and single shy of the cycle? Chance to bat 4 times. She's already doubled to right center, and she had that 2 RBI inside the park home run to center field. Now chance for an RBI or 2 with runners on first and second, only 1 out.
Well, Shea had a triple last night. I wouldn't be shocked if she had one tonight.
Yep, 2 triples. Man, she is hot right now at the plate. See if she can keep it alive, 1-1.
Pretty sure Shea won't have any issue getting a single, at least, I'll tell you that.
Usually the easiest leg to hit for in the cycle. You want to save that for last. You get the home run, triple, double out of the way, and then just get a single. 1-1 outside, called strike. Down in the count now, 1-2. One and 2 rings her up. Smith goes down on strikes, and it's a backwards K for Zalagi.
Yeah, great off-speed pitches by Zalagi to find the outside corner. A little bit of a curveball as it curved outside and went right in, hit the outside corner, and just rung up Shea Smith.
Now Lorianne Olson with a chance to get someone across, maybe 2 outs though. Smith knows she missed that at bat. Working the outside part of the plate now is Zalagi, and it seems to be working. Swung through that one, inner part of the plate, 1-1.
Yeah, Zalagi's starting to work that off speed.
One and one on the way inside, and that's good for ball 2. Bats have slowed down for the Lopes, but looking to pick something back up. A base hit could score a run even here. Off-speed pitch in there for a ball. That one missed high, I guess. Looked good, though.
Yeah, looked good from up here, just maybe a little high down there.
3-1. Expect a good pitch or a walk to load the bases for Nikki Gonzalez would be okay, too. Swings. That one on to right field, but caught for the 3rd out. So, to the bottom of the 3rd, Lopes still lead 8-0.
GCU TV's latest series is here to answer your questions. Watch new episodes of Ask GCU every week on youtube.com/GCU and tweet all your GCU-related questions to #AskGCU to get your question featured. We got a new pitcher for GCU, Yesenia Morrison, coming in.
Well,
so we had a question, who was the new pitcher? We asked, and we got an answer.
Right. That's what Ask GCU is all about.
That's right.
But need to build on what you were saying earlier. You wanted to see her in the 2nd game. Well, here she is in the 1st game, so 2 freshmen in this game. That's some good experience now.
Yeah, some great experience for Alexa Coons and now Yesenia Morrison. I was kind of hoping that Coach Pearson would wait till the actual next game to throw Yesenia Morrison, but let the freshman have at it. Still an 8-run lead, and GCU's playing great.
Well, the Lopes, of course, needing 2 in the next inning and to hold them here if they want a chance to end it in 4, but keeping at this would end it in 5, and Purple Eagles have not even batted through the lineup so far. They're still at 8, 9, and 1 for this inning, so Moody, Trifoso, and Harrigan. But it's really been dominance from the Lopes so far today.
Yeah, the bats have definitely come alive against Sierra Bertrand, and then Jennifer Zalagi comes in and actually pitched pretty well in relief. Her curveball was working real well and kind of slowed down the bats a bit, minus the, I believe, one hit by the hit by Maddie Dowdle, and then I believe it was Taylor Tetone who got a hit right after. But some great relief from Zalagi for Niagara.
Kaylee Dietrich will take over behind the plate.
Yesenia Morrison came in, I believe, against Houston Baptist and pitched pretty well in relief. So let's see if she can shut it down.
A lot of confidence then, and hoping to keep the same here. She'll start with a pitch that just misses, a nice pitch. That one just outside, another nice pitch. Moody's 1 of 11 on the year with an 0.91 batting average. That pitch catches the inner part of the plate, strike 1. And Morrison's thrown her first pitch, or first strike.
Yeah, outside wasn't working for Morrison on those first 2 pitches. She goes inside and gets a nice strike.
Two-one, chopper to third, needs to charge it, and the play is made. Nice job playing the ball by Smith for the first out.
We talk about Shea Smith being a brick wall at shortstop. Her sister Sierra at third base. Another two solid defenders for this GCU infield. On that great ground ball out.
So now Sarah Trifoso, this is the center fielder who disallowed, or I should say, made the play out in center that allowed the home run. Popped out of the glove and fell, but looks to redeem herself, I guess, on the opposite end of it.
Yeah, this is her first at-bat today, and she's definitely looking for some big redemption.
On the way, right to Smith again for the second out.
Easy play for Sierra Smith, right in perfect position for that line drive out.
Now Kelsey Harrigan as they're back to the top of the order. I'll tell you what, Harrigan doubled to right field her first at bat. That was right down the line.
Yeah, right off the glove of Bianca Bowling.
Now this one fly out, and it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning as the play is made in shallow center. So we'll go to the fourth inning, 8-0 GCU. Don't go anywhere.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Pinch hitter for Nikki Gonzalez, Jordan Keaton came back in. She had a walk-off in the first game against Niagara as well to center field. It was a double and to do the run rule. So 2 runs here, and they shut them down in the bottom half. They run rule here. So maybe Keaton can kind of
get it going.
Yeah, give it to the same cause, as last night.
Yeah, Jordan Keaton had a nice little ground ball that basically sealed the game for GCU. You can call it a walk-off. Let's be honest, when you have a lead, you don't really give them a walk-off, but you were definitely right. A game-sealing single RBI.
It is getting a little bit colder out here as the breeze is blowing in.
Yeah, we are in the booth, but the window is open. That breeze is starting to slip in.
Oh, that one at the feet of Keaton, but doesn't quite hit her. One to Keaton. That's lined into left center, but off the glove of the shortstop, not made. So she will be in with a single. That would have been a double, but a nice job of reaching the glove up there by number 5, Margaret Wisniewski.
Yeah, not a bad play by Wisniewski. Just bounced right off of her glove. She played it pretty well, coming off around the backside. But hey, Jordan Keaton with another base hit.
Yeah, she looks good at the plate. And now this is Sierra Smith, who singled to left center and doubled to left center. And now a single to right center and extra bases. This is going to be 3. This could be an inside the park home run. They're going to pull her up at third. Keaton will score. And how about a triple, double, and single now for Sierra Smith? So both the Smith twins shot 1 hit shy of the cycle.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see Sierra Smith run around for an inside the parker to match her sister Shay, but just some great hitting for GCU in this game. Now you can add Sierra Smith to the possible Well, with the way this game's going, probably not going to happen this one, but a possible cycle for both Smith sisters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'll get, I mean, they can score as many as they want this top half, of course, because it's not going to end because they're the home team, but all they need is one more to get the run rule, and Gomez wants to get it across here. All they need to do is have Morrison throw strikes, and really this would be an advantage to them because they've already played a game. It's a little warm-up game. Houston Baptist still warming up, and GCU would get the break.
Well, of course, Houston Baptist will play right after this next game against GCU, and they'll play against Niagara as well at 5 o'clock. But, yeah, you're right, Alex. This is just a warm-up game for GCU, and Houston Baptist kind of coming into it a little cold, maybe physically and in that sort of metaphoric sense.
Oh, yeah, it's always two ways of looking at it, as there's the run across. It's not over yet since they're not the home team, but now it's 10-0. There is the run rule, so it's in effect if they hold the Purple Eagles in the bottom half of this inning. Gomez has herself an RBI.
A great hit by Lainey Gomez. Now GCU up 10-0, and if you're trying everything. If you're Niagara right now, you're just playing against a team that's batting extremely well. They're catching up to every pitch you're throwing, and the score kind of represents it. It's a good warm-up game for GCU. Now they got to come back after we get out of this inning, out of this half inning, and close it out and get ready for Houston Baptist.
Yeah, with the run rule, 10 after 4, 8 after 5, and 8 after 6 as well. We're gonna have changes coming up. The new pitcher, number 22, Emily Johnston, and they saw her last night as well, so not really throwing anything new with the Lopes.
No, not at all. But, like I said, Alex, you're just kind of trying whatever you can, and if Johnston can come in and just get a couple outs and let Niagara get an opportunity to bat again, then she'll do her job regardless of what the score is, obviously. But the way that Yesenia Morrison's been pitching, I mean, it's going to be tough.
How can you not recognize 3 games straight with 10 runs, 30 runs in 3 games, and they've hit that double-digit mark again, maybe trying to surpass that 10 runs.
Well, this is what GCU needed. Like I said, they go to Cathedral City for that California tournament, and they lost every single game. They played close with a lot of tough competition, but this is what they needed, a confidence booster, just this revigoration of hitting and runs. And, like you said, Alex, 3 straight games of 10-plus runs. Possibly, with the way that last night went against Houston Baptist, we could see 4 games of 10 straight runs for GCU, and the hitting is fantastic.
3 out of 4 games run rule. That would
be
exactly what GCU needed. And you talked about the games against UCLA, Syracuse. You're still losing by 1 run, but it's still humiliating because you're that much closer. And like you said, this is what they needed, just an explosion of runs. Hey, we can do this. We just were in a slump, and sure enough, no outs. They've got a chance to get 4 or 5 more even on the board.
Well, I got to say, though, having such close games against, UCLA and Syracuse and UC Riverside, against that top competition, to be able to sort of hang around with them is a win in itself.
Absolutely. And that one almost into right field. Not sure why you're doing that down 10-0, but...
Well, you're just trying to get outs whenever you can, Alex. You just got to try everything and anything.
This one, I was going to say, yeah, you're right, because nothing has been really working for them in the field, and that's not really them, but the Lopes have not been allowing many, easy balls and dribblers and flyouts, so a tribute to them as well. A 4-pitch walk right off the substitution. Now things are, struggling for Niagara.
Well, the game's been leaning GCU's way the entire game, and I'm pretty sure there's not really a whole lot you can say. Everything's going right for GCU. There's nothing they can really change.
Kaylee Dietrich is going to be at the plate with a chance for an RBI herself, and a pinch runner over there at first. Kristen Belavia is going to run, and they get that across. That would really bring some comfort, because then you could even give up 2 in the bottom half and still get the run rule. So
well, I'd say the way Yesenia Morrison is pitching, they might complete the shutout as a team, because she's just been lights out.
Can't assume she'll give up any runs. Absolutely not. This one low, and 6 straight balls for Johnston. Hasn't found the strike zone yet. If you're a Lope, you just got to wait until she finds it. You can't swing. Don't take that bat off your shoulders. 2-0. That one finds the zone, and now getting that monkey off her back, I guess, in a way to say it.
Well, you could still potentially get a double play and sort of shift this momentum of this inning back to you, but it's going to be tough.
Whew. That one way out in front, but missed extra bases for sure. Would have landed in the corner.
You know, you talk about getting a couple runs and then being able to give up a few runs, but how much more of a cushion do you need when you're up 10-0?
Yeah. Fly ball. Shortstop behind third in the outfield, and the play is made. So there's a couple nice plays by Margaret Wisniewski that have, you know, been in the sun and a little higher, and she's made the catch.
Yeah, she's had to play a little bit behind in terms of looking straight up at the sun. But she made a great catch there over at shortstop to get one out for Niagara. And now still double play is in effect.
Dowdle, back. Goodbye off the back screen, and a 3-run shot from Maddie Dowdle. It's 13-0 Lopes.
Have yourself a weekend tournament, Maddie Dowdle. 2 home runs in this tournament for her, and GCU continues to mount a big lead, 13-0 with only 1 out, Alex.
I'll tell you what, we said they could get a chance for 4 or 5. Well, there's 3, and that's the first home run outside the fence today. But don't forget, Shea Smith had an inside the Parker too. So I'll tell you what, this whole lineup just getting it done in every way. Triple, double, single, bunts, everything.
That's what you want to see from the bottom half of your order. You want that confidence. You know you have it at the top, but if you can get it at the bottom, I mean, it just makes a completely different game. Like you said, Alex, Oklahoma has that. They've got that whole lineup is just threats everywhere. And if GCU can get that, when they get into whack play, it's going to be a completely different strategy for everyone else when they've got to play us.
Well, you can almost bet that GCU's just excited. They're trying to bat as many times as they want. It's just fun now, no pressure at all. And for Niagara, just trying to get out of the inning and kind of regroup and get this game over with and wait for the Houston Baptist game, because it has not been their game thus far. Give your pitchers some rest. Get ready for the 5 o'clock game. 2-1 pitch, high, and now Johnston just needs to find the zone. On the way, fouled back, 3-2. So Johnston now ahead with 2 strikes, but needing to get out of it.
Get out early and get out ahead quickly, and GCU has just absolutely done that.
Fly ball in foul territory, tracking out and sliding right down. That was close to the girl selling Girl Scout cookies.
Well, she can go return it for return it to the concessions and get something in return.
Is that? Do you
you
get
do.
that?
Yeah, if you get a ball and you return it to concessions, I believe they will.
Anything you
probably.
want,
I'm pretty sure it's a candy or something. Oh, that's lifted in left field.
Back
Go.
again. 2 in a
Another
row.
one back to back.
Well,
Taylor
we're just talking
Ketone.
about, I mean, we're just having fun up here too. But now look at the Lopes. The
Oh,
lineup,
man.
2 runs from 8 and 9, 2 home runs. We talked about at the top of the broadcast that consistency. Well, that's what we've seen. It's now 14-0.
Well, the worst part now for Emily Johnson is now she's got the top of the lineup with Shea Smith to deal with. So this inning is just going to keep getting worse and worse for Niagara.
Another one over the fence, and only 1 out, so 3 home runs again for the Lopes. And they are just keep pounding the ball.
Yeah, I'd say annihilating the ball, to be completely honest, Alex. This is an absolutely insane inning for GCU.
To left, sun in the eyes, catch is made, and there are 2 outs. Good job getting in front of that one.
Yeah, great catch by Taylor Moody out in left field. You know, like I said, Alex, Niagara has been battling tough with the sun out in shortstop and left field. Actually, the sun's pretty much covered everywhere except the stands. We get a pinch hitter for GCU.
Kaylee Holland.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're getting everybody in. I mean, Santiago was in last night. Yeah, you're really getting everybody in. And
well, like I said, you might as well. I mean, you've been playing well against Niagara and Houston Baptist. I'm pretty sure Coach Pearson decided to go with the regular starting lineup against in the
chopped,
second. Ooh.
And there's a base hit for Holland. So the entire roster is getting it done.
Well, now we get to see Jordan Keaton again, and yeah, great hit by Holland coming off as a pinch hitter. And you know, like I said, Alex, this is just
batting practice.
Exactly.
Now
you know, you stick with the starting lineup because it's a new day, but I'm pretty sure Coach Pearson tomorrow might potentially give some players some rest.
Well, we talked about how the Lopes could get the bats going in this one and then really keep it flowing into next game, and it seems like they will do that now. 6 in the top of the 4th to match the 8 in the top of the 1st. 14-0, and this game will be over after this inning, assuming that the Lopes don't surrender. They surrender 4 runs or less.
Yeah,
no.
Yesenia Morrison's been pitching great, and I'm liking our odds, is what I'll say.
Especially after the confidence that she's gotten from this inning and this even bigger lead. She's just going to want to power it by them as this one flied into right, a lazy fly ball, and that will bring the top half of the 4th to the end. But the run rule is in effect. 14-0 GCU leads.
Singer, songwriter, author, and humorist Mark Lowry is coming to the GCU Arena with his newest tour, What's Not to Love. Enjoy a night of music and comedy March 10th. Tickets are available at gcuarena.com. I'll tell you what's not to love about this game, Alex. 14-0.
Well, yeah, everything's to love, and love to see Morrison go 1-2-3 right here and get him out, get GCU just a little break before Houston Baptist.
Yeah, if there's anyone that's going to get them out and give a nice break, it's Yesenia Morrison. She came in relief last game. She's been pitching well this game. I'm pretty sure she should have no issue shutting down the door, and she may even start against Houston Baptist, unless, of course, Coach Pearson goes with Bobo or Mariah Valencia. But Yesenia has been like this shutdown closer for GCU in this tournament.
You know, you get out of this inning here, and yeah, she's only gone 2 innings, so why not see if GCU can shorten that one up too, if they can keep these bats going, get the pitching, keep the pitching consistent, I should say, and really start hot against Houston Baptist as they finished hot against Houston Baptist last night.
Well, that would be the same thing against Houston Baptist, like you said, Alex. Get it started out early, get it quickly, and just keep pouring it on like they have been against Niagara.
Stepping in, Margaret Wisniewski, only her 2nd time at the plate, a walk to her name. Just looking to get on base anyway and you're not trying to necessarily come back anymore, but just trying to get something on the board, get a positive for the next game at 5 after the GCU Houston Baptist game.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of go from here, I guess.
And that one fouled down the right, I should say to first base.
You know, not too much has really gone the way of Niagara, but like you said, Alex, just kind of get these small wins. You know, putting up a run here would be great, They had a quick inning not too long ago with when Jennifer Zalehi came in, and just try to take him when you can.
That one is fair, and on to Bowling, who steps on the base for the first out, and exactly what you said, Morrison plowing through to start off the inning.
Yeah, this is the exact start you wanted Morrison to have. You know, last inning she pitched great. This inning's probably going to repeat, and GCU should be able to carry this momentum into the Houston Baptist game.
Now Kendall Watkins, 2 outs from the game being over, and a complete victory by Morrison. By the end of this one, it'll probably end up being an hour and 25 minutes.
We talk about Yesenia Morrison, but Alexa Coons started out the game great. She pitched well, and Coach went with Yesenia around the second, because you can essentially get an idea of where the game was going, give Alexa a lot more rest, and she pitched well. She pitched out of some jams, and she's got a great defense behind her, and carry the momentum strong against Houston Baptist in about an hour or so.
Yeah, they're not going to want to wait that long, though, certainly, but they will probably stay in the batting cage and
try to stay warm at least.
Swung on and missed. Some breaking action at the end and making Watkins look silly now, 1-2. To third in foul ground, and she'll go back to a 1-2 count. Morrison rings her up on the inner part of the plate. 2 outs and 1 away from a 14-0 run rule.
Great inside pitch by Morrison to just ring up Watkins there. And now GCU kind of just got one last battle against Jerianne Ofano, and they've kept her really quiet.
Well, that was the second strikeout for Watkins, so nothing to speak of for this whole roster. There's a different release kind of there by Morrison, more outside.
Well, I'm pretty sure Morrison doesn't want to give up one inside. You see Orfano setting up out a little more outside. She likes those inside pitches, so you're going to want to make her chase.
That one missed the zone. It looked good, but maybe a little bit high.
Yeah, definitely a little high right around the top of the chest, chin area.
That one is going to get the zone. 2-1.
I talk about not throwing that inside pitch, but I'd like to see Morrison just go at Orfano and throw inside and not be afraid.
Not quite sure what you're saying here when you're down this much. Down to your last 2 strikes, but
maybe she'll bunt. Just really change it up, Alex, Go extremely away from the game plan.
Well, she hit into a double play earlier, and that was all the way from third, so I'm sure the Lopes would take a bunt here. Two and one. Outer part of the plate. Down to the last strike.
Again, outside, great placement by Yesenia Morrison. One more pitch, Alex.
2-2-2, 14-0. Lopes lead. Outside part of the plate did not bite, and it's a ball. Thought it could have been a strike, and even so, I think she maybe wanted to swing on the outer part of the plate right there.
Yeah, she definitely might have wanted that one.
I wonder if they told her, watch and try and walk, but she's rung up, and that is it. 14-0. The Lopes have beaten Niagara.
Yeah, great play all around for GCU. Great pitching by Yesenia Morrison. Alexa Coons getting us started. Shea and Sierra Smith had a big day. Maddie Dowdle hit another home run. Great momentum to carry into this Houston Baptist game.
Well, we will be back at 2:30 to continue the GCU Purple Classic. The Lopes stay undefeated.
Oh, we actually have one more inning. Oh. Well, either way, we're still getting some great. Okay. So the rule actually is not in effect. So we'll actually play through 5. So our mistake.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally. They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really
Fly out to left. Nice catch. Routine fly ball, but it's good to see the play made out there in left field. Some good power on that one, just missing the wall.
Haley Freeman will step in as a pinch hitter for GCU. See what Haley Freeman can do with 1 out.
Haley Freeman on, and now I believe this is her first at bat, and so I think everybody.
They haven't used everybody.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just trying to see. They've used everyone but 1 or 2 hitters.
Well, we haven't.
The pitchers.
We haven't seen Taylor Kay yet. We haven't seen Caitlin Acton just yet, or Logan Johnson. She's got a broken arm. So we've seen a lot of, like I said, if the lead presented itself, Coach Pearson was going to get some other players in as Freeman strikes out for out number 2.
How about it? Number 8, Bianca Bowling.
Bianca Bowling now. On the way, a strike. 0-1, 2 outs here. This one lined into right field, and Bowling has a base hit.
Yeah, great rip into right field by Bianca Bowling. Continue this inning, although some good pitching early on from Emily Johnston this inning. That's what I'm talking about, Alex. Just get those sort of, just get those small wins.
Well, it's certainly a turnaround from last half inning, and it's got to give you some confidence. Get the first 2 out, and now 2 outs, 1 on, but not as much pressure. That one up the middle, and another base hit. Will they send Bowling to third? No, they'll keep her at second.
Yeah, right up the middle for Kaylee Dietrich. Beautiful hit. Splits the infield, and now we'll see Caitlin Acton.
Now batting number 29, Caitlin Acton.
Caitlin Acton, yeah, there she is.
Yeah. So everyone getting a chance today.
Can she get an RBI here? Make it 15. This one to left. In the sun, it's dropped. 2 runs will score. Acton has herself a 2 RBI double, and it's 16-0. Unfortunately, she just lost that one in the sun. You can see it.
Nothing you can do about that one. Moody just losing it in the sun. She tried to block out the sun with her glove, and the ball landed right next to her. Just a very unfortunate play out in left field. But you know, there's just sometimes you can't change Mother Nature, Alex.
Yep. Well, we know how intense the sun is in Arizona, especially today. It's all sun, no clouds, but certainly welcomed. This one flied right field, and the catch is made. That'll do it, 16-0. So we'll go to the last inning, this time for real, and 16-0 Lopes lead.
Now you can enjoy coffee and tea from the Grand Canyon Beverage Company in your own home. GCBC's locally sourced coffee beans and fine teas are available online at lopeshops.gcu.edu/GCBC. So Yesenia Morrison still on the mound for GCU, score currently 16-0. Looking to close the door this inning. Unfortunately, we got a little mixed up last inning, but no big deal. Yesenia Morrison out there one more time, her 3rd inning of relief for GCU. Pitching extremely well against Niagara.
Just more work for her, I guess, and
yeah,
keeping the momentum going. I guess not as long as a wait against Houston Baptist, so that bodes well for the Lopes.
Yeah, if Yesenia can just keep pitching well like she has been, we'll actually end the game than we initially thought. But you know, again, Alexa Coons has been able to pitch with a strong, confident lead. She had 8, and now Yesenia's pitching with a equally 8-run lead if you count the 2 4th and 5th inning runs, and it's 16-0. Not as crazy as last night when New Mexico State's baseball team beat Mississippi Valley 39-0. Yeah.
What?
You didn't see Alex's reaction, but yeah, that actually happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, last night New Mexico State, their baseball team beat Mississippi Valley 39-0. Talk about a frustrating game.
Dropped. 4th biggest blowout in NCAA history. Wow. That one across the diamond, good for the first out.
Yeah. An absolutely insane game over in Las Cruces. 30 hits.
30 hits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That pitch in there for a strike.
So not as crazy.
Things could go much crazier.
But Yesenia Morrison out there pitching well, 1 strike, 1 out.
How do you score 39 runs in a game?
Oh, nice off speed by Yesenia Morrison.
That was beautiful. Had her waving at it.
Well, I mean, Alex, I would just assume you just keep hitting and keep scoring. And there was 4 errors on Mississippi Valley's on their score chart, so I have no idea.
Must have been all inside the park grand slams.
It must have been.
Pitch misses. It's 1-2.
Up right now. Williams to Mills. Ruse covering up the shooters in this zone. Cooper in the lane. Gives it up. Now Williams drives to Cooper. Out to Mills. 3-pointer. Got it. And the Aggies have the lead. Monique Mills, second 3 of the half. Aggies by 3. The Roos haven't scored in more than 2 minutes. Haven't hit a field goal in seemingly forever. Washington ends it both. Straight on 3 and a 27-point game for Aries Washington. 63 all. What a big shot from Washington. Pack pulls up and hits a 15-footer. Aggies back in front. Pack with 19 today. And does Washington have another big shot for the Roos? Nowhere to go for Law. They want to go inside to Moore. They do against the shorter defender, Williams. And as she caught it, a foul on Zaire Williams, which puts the Roos into the bonus. Timeout first. 3:48 left. A good one today in Kansas City. It's New Mexico State 65, UMKC 63 on the WAC Digital Network.
We'll be honoring our 7 seniors. Let's show them our root pride and thank them for their dedication to UMKC athletics. And a reminder to our senior parents and family to please meet on the west end of the court with 1 minute remaining in the game for our senior celebration directly following the game. Thank you.
That one misses the zone. I'm not sure where.
Might have been a bit low.
In the hole, base hit to left field.
Well, they got her rung up. Throw over to second. They'll tag her, and there you go.
Yeah, that got kind of. I was not expecting that to happen. I thought she was just going to be on, but that is the game, and now it's over. 16-0. The Lopes win.
So great pitching by Alexa Coons. Some even better pitching by Yesenia Morrison in relief. GCU's defense playing great offensively. Maddie Dowdle hit another home run. Sierra Smith had an inside the Parker. Absolutely great game. They can carry that momentum into the next game against Houston Baptist.
Yep, that game at 2:30. And it'll be the last game of the GCU Purple Classic today in day 2 for the Lopes. In the meantime, follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. We'll see you at 2:30 for Houston Baptist against GCU. Lopes up.